Potion of greater healing cost 150 gold each, and she only has 4 of them.
I see.
What does this greater healing potion do?
It is 4d4 plus 4.
Huh.
Yep.
Which is not even half my health.
Magical items are expensive, guys. What can I tell you?
Can I try and persuade her to lower the price a little bit?
You want to do some haggling?
I do.
Sure. Give me a persuasion check.
Can I guide him?
Sure. Yeah. You can cast guidance on him. No problem.
Pat him at the back. I'm sure if you'll be nice enough, she will give you what you want. You know, she's a nice lady. You just have to pick the right words. And I use guidance on you, giving you a D4.
I love guidance. Such a fun cantrip.
So you can add a D4 to the roll.
Yep.
That's for funsies.
Okay, glorious. Let's do it. Oh.
And roll your D4. Come on.
Bigger number, the better.
Yeah. Gee,
Hey.
there you go. Look at that.
You wouldn't per chance maybe be willing to sell this to me for 100 gold pieces, would you, my dear?
She looks you up and down and she thinks a bit and then she smiles. You know what? For a return customer, yes.
Glorious.
It sounds only fair that you get some discount for your loyal patronage.
Loyalty, yay.
With such, a pleasant business as this, I will certainly be bringing my patronage back. And I chuck her 100 gold pieces.
I hope so. And she grabs it and she smiles, but I'll try and keep the information about the oath bow and the winged bow around.
Music's my ears, my dear. I kind of give her a little courteous bow and then leave.
As you're about to leave, she says, actually, if you're an adventurer, right? You come around quite a bit.
I kind of grab my leather gear bit. Well, I consider myself a bit of an adventurer, yes.
I'm a little bit of an adventurer myself.
Of course.
She says, listen, I've been looking for a very specific magical item that I would be willing to pay a lot of money for.
Yes.
Hope it's not a disc.
It's this disc. It's 3 parts. No. It is commonly known as an apparatus of Qualish. And I would be willing to pay a lot of money should you come across it.
Okay.
And she gives you a rough description. It's a very fun magical item. Maybe I can give you a handout for it. Yeah, there it is. I only want to give you the picture though, so give me a second while I get rid of the description.
I'm kind of reading it already.
Don't look it up! Fucking hell. Here we go. That's what it looks like. It's essentially a crab submarine, I guess would be the word for it.
How big is it if it's a submarine?
I think it hosts like 4 people.
You need that thing.
very curious. I mean, why are you looking
I'd be
for this?
willing to pay you twice what it's worth if you
And-
can acquire it for me.
How much would that be, my dear?
That would be. That would be.
A lot.
That would be around 100,000 gold.
And she's gonna pay twice as more.
No, she would be paying you around 100,000 gold, or any one magical item you wish.
And just out of curiosity, do you have any ideas on the whereabouts of said item? Or at least a little hint of information?
She laughs and she says, "No, unfortunately not. Even with my extensive connections, I've not been able to ascertain the whereabouts of it. I have not the slightest idea.
Well,
That is why I'm asking everyone I can think of to help me find it.
how
I
does
will
this sound,
also
my dear?
pay you. I will also pay you if you have any worthwhile leads that you can tell me about."
Okay, that sounds good. And I mean, just a little bit of icing on the cake. I'm going to push my luck a little bit here. But how about, we find you this apparatus of qualish, and you chuck in the information for the oath bow free. That is it,
If
of
you
course,
actually-
we find it.
If you manage to find it, yes, of course, no problem. I'll
Okay.
gladly give you that information for free on top of the payment.
Okay, excellent. Well, I've got myself a bit of an adventure to partake on, don't I?
She smiles and she says, I hope the best. For the best. I wish you the best. There we go. Jesus,
Kinda-
words.
Grab an empty cup out and pour a cup of ale. Like, just drink it back. Give her another courteous bow. As always, pleasure doing business, and hopefully I'll be back soon.
I can only hope. Safe travels.
Glorious, and I chucked the potion of greater healing and opened my backpack and landed in there and closed the back.
Alright, it hits something hard and shatters.
Come on, man, I'm trying to
Okay.
look cool in front of the girl. Hey, lads, guys, I've got some very, very, very juicy info. Huddle up. So, you know how we like gold, right?
No.
I look at Fishman Sam like,
Gold
man,
is
you
root
love
of all
gold.
evil.
It's
Damn
nice
it,
to
cleric!
know. I do like platinum though. That's pretty sweet.
You're gonna tell me you never charged money for nothing, cleric?
Well, this can get you a shitload of platinum, Mr. Sam.
No.
The temple needs some coin to sustain itself.
See,
Exactly.
But it's not out of greed. It's not out of the greed for coin. You have to know the difference.
Can I,
I mean, you have to
can I
you
roll
get
an insight
you
check?
you have to pay for food for the orphans somehow. You can roll an insight check, yeah.
Oh, me?
No, shadows.
Ah.
you.
Just think if you're being honest about the.
I would-
That's a lot of insight.
All right. Boris, roll me. Can you give
Perception?
me a
Or
GM roll? No, a GM roll.
What's the GM roll?
Do you know how to do that?
You send it to the GM. So you,
Is it like a...
There's like a little thing on top where it says output all GM myself.
Yep, GM. Let me test
And
it out.
give
Like
me, yeah, perfect. And give me either a deception or a persuasion roll, whichever you find is, applicable. Whether you're trying to convince him or whether you're trying to deceive him.
I'm not gonna try to deceive him. Why would I do that?
This shit ever.
All right.
That's not really-
That wasn't to GM, but it's fine.
Wait, what?
Nope, that wasn't to GM.
I should have done it on character sheet or somewhere.
Yeah,
Is
on
that
the
it?
character sheet there is a little like underneath where your race is. It says like
Yeah.
output all GM
I
self.
see. Let me
Yeah, and
try
there you
it.
can
Yeah.
press it. There you go.
Boom. Yes.
There you go. But yeah, Shadows, he seems to be speaking the truth. He seems to be truthful about it.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, yeah, I just spoke with my, this lovely tiefling merchant who owns this lovely magic store. And she might have given me a bit of a deal, which I think might perk up your ears, lads. If we can find what is called an apparatus of qualish, she would buy it off our hands for 100,000 gold.
Did you just say she'll bite off our hands?
That's all this is.
If you find the magical item, she will pay you 100,000 gold to bite off your hands. Yes.
That's horrifying. Bad deal.
So, do we only need to find it? Like, we see it, we find it, we know the location, and we just tell her wherever it is? Or do
If we
need to-
find leads, we can sell her leads. If we find the item itself and get her the item, she will buy it from us for 100,000 gold. Plus, give me information on a really lovely bow.
Sounds better than the other deal.
How's that sound? So I don't know, like, you know, while we're
Sounds
traveling,
like,
we can obviously do a bit of
Sounds like a
investigating.
dangerous trip. To be worth that much, to be honest.
Yeah, dangerous trip. Sounds up my alley, man. I don't know about you guys, but it sounds like fun.
I mean,
We just about lived a kraken.
I wonder where a submarine might be located.
Ah.
Definitely not in the water.
Under
that
the
was the
sea.
That would be the second place we would look.
Could we find blueprints of said thing and have someone create one?
Possibly, yeah.
Or does Steve have the blueprint?
And Steve definitely does not have
Ah,
any blueprints.
yeah, man.
No.
Maybe
So
we
the
should think
temple-
about like a helmet of intellect and just keep boosting that thing.
Steve
Ah.
just realized how it is to actually be smart. He spent 10 minutes learning how to read and write,
Only 10 minutes.
and now he's trying to learn how to cast spells. So, you know.
Welcome to the world where fools live around you, not with you.
So yeah,
Also, he's
Maybe
still
the
making sure.
wizard in town has some information about said apparatus.
yeah, but that guy is more stubborn than a bloody fucking.
But surely he would be interested in such a thing as well. It's not medical, but it's worth a lot of money.
Hey man, if you think you can persuade the old man, then by all means, maybe you can climb his wall again.
And I'm still preaching for the rest of the group about the greed and stuff. You know how bad it is? The karma will not approve this. Back in my young days, we were fair.
build a tribe.
I'm just gonna like start handing bloody a pint of ale, but like, man, just relax, alright.
Yeah, also, Steve is still making sure to keep his hood up to, you know, since there's a new person in the group, he's like making sure to conceal his
I'm
identity.
waiting for that gust of wind just to like blow off. So yeah, I'm more than set now that I've done my business deal. I don't know about you lads, have you done everything you need to do?
Believe so.
Alright. Let's get to paddling.
Well,
Roll your athletics, boys.
So it is
We
around
have to be perfectly in sync.
it is around midday right now. And yeah, the
God, that means we're
the
gonna
harbor
arrive
master shows you where your boats are. He already tied them together. It's what you wanted, right? He prepared them for you.
midnight. No, absolutely.
I'll take
Those
I'm
are the
very
instructions he got from Gellin, and he's like, alright, clear.
I am very impressed. I hope you know how to tie knots.
Listen, Sonny, I've been quartermaster, harbor master here for 50 years. Do you think I would not know how to tie a simple knot?
You know what? That's what kind of concerns
I
me.
would think you know how to do it advanced
Those
one.
little frail hands. Look, I'm not even going to go there.
He doesn't have frail hands. Like he's an old man. He's like a grizzled old man smoking a pipe, you know, with the beard and everything. But like you can see that he is strong. He still has like he could probably beat you in a fist fight.
So at this point, I'm gonna be like, look, Harbor Master. I hand him a pint of ale and a can of spinach, and I'm like, no dramas, man. I'm sure you can tie up plenty of good knots, alright?
He chuckles and he says, no harm done, no harm done. You know, better safe than sorry.
I agree.
He
By the
grabs
way,
the
do you
ale,
have any more of those
chucks it.
pipes?
Oh, you can buy them at the general store. You know, Kester's goods.
I'll do that when I get back. Alright.
Puffs some smoke, nods, turns around, and then you know starts yelling at a sailor like, "Bloody idiot! What the hell are you doing?" And rushes off.
He's bloody. He's old, but he's got some beads in him. Must be.
Yeah, he's still going. Like,
I'll bet I can take it.
Can
I
we
can take him.
see that? Bro.
Shut up, forget it, Marcus.
you know, if you go to the right tavern at night, you can probably brawl with him.
Nice.
Alright. Who's sitting where? Looks like you're not taking the back rowboat, for God's sakes.
Of course I have.
Alright, if you're taking the back, then I expect at least 10 to 20 fish caught by the time we get there. You better be fishing hard.
Sure.
Fine. Alright. If you're gonna be doing nothing, you better be doing something. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Do we look, I'm just gonna get in the middle. You guys just decide where you wanna go and let's go.
I'm getting in the front boat.
Alright, Bloody, I think you're in the back.
Yeah, sure. I could take a rest before going.
I grab my paddle and I just like bonk. Still kick on the head.
Why me? I'm in the only boat that can paddle.
I'm just checking the strength and paddle, man. No, I'm done.
All of your boats can paddle. That's all I'm saying.
But if they're tied together, no, I'm not going to get into the physics of how a boat tied to
No,
another
I
boat
mean
gets
like
in the
they can
water.
technically paddle. It's just you've decided to drag one of them, but they all have paddles and are rowboats. You know.
Okay.
Should I be
There
able
it
to
is.
see the D100 roll? Scarba? Should I be able to see the
Yeah.
D100 roll? Okay.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. Just don't worry about.
She's not
things that
trying to
roll.
murder us, don't worry.
I just noticed that's a D100. Spooky.
I would love to see it die that size.
Encounter roll.
Mhm.
Well, a friend of mine
The
has
amount
one.
of krakens we find on the way there.
The ball.
Yeah, how many krakens do we encounter?
7.
Alright, you head off and you start to row in the direction that your friendly cleric
It's pointing.
tells you to go, which is sort of God, don't let me mess up the directions. Southeast. Southeast-ish.
Ish.
Ish.
You just point us in the right direction, Bloody.
Boris. Boris is the name.
All
Yep.
right, Bloody, all right.
Litrix,
whatever.
like, Litrix looks at you, Boris, and he's like, he's really bad with names.
Pete, I can hear that.
What? What did you say?
I said he's
think of
really
all the
bad with names.
Bloody clerics, we get the bloody old deafened someone. No, I'm just messing with you, man. I love you.
You
Uh,
said
Alright,
someone's
you start rowing, and you know, it's really boring. It's really, really boring.
At this point, I
What
take
can
out
you
my
do
paddle and I
with
plunge
drunken
straight in the head
What can you do
again.
with a
What did you say, Blood?
I was just thinking, what can you do with a drunken cleric?
Give him more to drink. I hand him a cup of ale. Right with one hand, drink
Steve, is
I'll probably
anyone
sing
else rowing aside from Stolgek?
without- No, I'm rowing. I'm just, occasionally pulling my thing out to bonk him in the head.
Okay,
I'm bored.
so you two are rowing. What's the rest doing? Like, you have
I'm
a
fishing.
few hours to kill. You're fishing?
Yeah.
And I'm singing.
You're singing? Alright.
He's spinning up my
I
cup
think-
of ale.
Be fishing with me.
Litrix
maybe.
like joins in and like sings with you. Steve is just sitting there reading.
All right.
And after a while, you actually notice a school of dolphins that, follow you for a bit, and they
Evil.
sort of go check out your boat, jump around.
Boat quality.
Yeah, they like judge the boat, like
Quality check.
I've seen better, and then they leave again. And yeah, the sun slowly starts to sink. And eventually you see an island just appear on the horizon. And yeah, it probably, hopefully, maybe is the island that you've been trying to get to.
Boris is deep asleep by the time they arrived.
Yeah, okay. I
Old
think,
man
yeah,
needs some rest.
Litrix is also just snoozing. Oh, fuck.
Bloody lazy bums, man. I swear to God.
And
To shore and then push the boats back out. to sea.
you see an island that's surrounded by coral reefs and sharp rocks, and there's pretty steep cliffs all around, except for the south, where there are like soft sand dunes that sort of slope up, and it seems like the perfect area to go ashore.
Stogig, I think this is the place.
Aim for the rocks, let's go.
I grab my paddle out and just bonk the head. No rocks!
Fine. South it is.
Unless you want to wake up the bloody lizard man. You know what he's like when he wakes up.
It would be a good awakening.
You know what? I think we should hit the rocks.
Wait. Let's drift the rear boat into the rocks.
Did I mention that I'm wearing a heavy armor?
Yeah, same.
Can we do that?
Can you drift the second boat into
I
the
will
rocks?
I will grab my paddle, Stoking, you start paddling to the left. I'm gonna grab my paddle, anchor it on the right, and then it'll push it that way, sending the back one drifting into the rocks.
Yes, you can. You can do it if you want to do it. I would like to have a strength check from you two. If you don't do it, then you just walk away from the situation.
How shallow is this area right now?
It's getting shallow. It's around, I don't know, around 10 meters deep. Approximately, so 30 feet deep.
Okay.
Deep enough to die in.
Yeah.
It'll take me 2 turns to walk out of the water.
That's only 12 seconds. You can hold your breath.
Oh no, not if I dash, but I don't think I can dash underwater with the heavy armor.
Underwater in heavy armor would be definitely considered, difficult terrain.
Can't be that deep.
3 turns it is then.
I feel like you could just stand up.
Okay, as much as I'd like to drift a boat.
You're right, it would be sick, but no.
Steve, like without looking up, you just hear the voice from behind you, like saying, "I don't think drifting the boat would be a very wise idea."
It's not about being wise, Steve. It's about having fun.
Steve, maybe we need to find you a hat of fun.
He just sort of takes. He sort of reaches overboard and just splashes some water onto Boris and Litrix to wake them up. Like that's his way of dealing with the situation.
Steve, I take back what I said. You've already got a hat of fun.
Wait a minute, Steve. Where'd you get wisdom? I thought it was an intellect thing.
Yes, sirs, and the intellect tells me that I do not want to drift the second boat into some sharp rocks. And Boris and Litrix, you hear him saying that, so you're pretty much caught up.
I mean, unless someone wants to pay for the boat, then I can do it.
I'm curious
Cool,
though,
right?
because Fisherman Sam was asleep, the end of that journey. Did he catch his fish?
Wait, why was I asleep?
He wasn't asleep. He was awake. He was
I've been
fishing.
fishing the whole time, man.
I
Yeah.
thought
I've
you were
been
asleep
hearing
as well.
everything.
Never mind.
Boris was asleep, and
Yeah, Boris,
Litrix,
yeah.
those two. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Shall we anchor the boats then?
Yes, let's.
Where are you anchoring it? Where are you going
Let's.
on land?
In the water.
On the rocks.
Can we? It would be great if we could kind of, take our time to go through here and come up here and land like a little closer to the end of the sand dunes, maybe.
That sounds clever.
Yes,
Like that.
but maneuvering the reef and the sharp rocks will be relatively difficult. Is anyone here proficient with vehicles water? Just out of curiosity.
Any
For
soldiers
no
involved?
reason.
No.
No.
I think you're ready to find that. I don't think so.
I'm good at brewing beer. If that helps.
Yeah, you can try and do it, absolutely, but it looks relatively sketchy, and it's probably not going to be that easy to do. And if it goes bad, it might even damage your boat.
That's why
What
we
would I
have two
have to
boats.
do to determine whether or not I make that efficiently?
Might
Yeah,
blast
I'm
first.
I'm checking right now.
Is it possible to use bless and guidance?
I think they stack, right?
You plus up to
Or are they
2d6.
concentration?
Yep.
Are both of them